Hi, I'm Angela. Today I'm going to show you how easy it is to create custom reports with the new Simplified Reporting enhancement to ADP Workforce Now. You no longer need to be an expert report builder to quickly create the reports you need. You can create basic columnar reports without using the 7-step report wizard. I'll build a simple annual salary report to show you how it works. I'll access Reports, Custom Reports, Set Up New. Here's the new Set Up New Report page. The title of my report is Annual Salary. You can file the report in a folder if one has been created. You can also add a description. You can still access the 7-step wizard by selecting Advanced Columnar from the Advanced Options menu. Or you can build a form report, a data extract, or mailing labels, which also brings you to the 7-step wizard. Those custom reports options still exist. For my report, I'll use Simplified Reporting. I'll start by clicking Select Fields. Here's the new report building canvas that will make it very easy for you to build your reports. My report will include the fields Last Name, First Name, Annual Salary, and Home Department Description. On the left, you see simple categories that replace the reporting subjects, files, and sections you use today. You will often include certain fields in your reports. For your convenience, these fields have been grouped into a predefined, commonly used fields category. You can browse through the categories to select your fields, or you can use the search feature. I'll search for the name fields. Some fields are grouped into a bundled field, as indicated by the field bundle icon. For example, when you add an employee name to the report, typically you need to add more than one field. You can add all the fields with one click, and if you don't need some of the fields in this bundle, you can easily remove them from your report. I'll show you how to add fields individually. First, I'll add last name. As you add fields to the report, you will see a preview of your company's data in the report. With this preview, you can tell immediately if you added the correct fields. I've added the rest of the fields to the report. Notice the list of reports on the bottom of the page. As you build your report, Simplified Reporting lists the other reports that exist with similar fields. You can then decide if you want to use one of these existing reports or continue to build your new report. If the existing report has been previously run, you can see a sample of the report when you point to Report. When you point to Fields, you can see the fields included in the existing report and add them to your report. If you click the report name, you can discard your new report and continue with the existing report. You can also save your work and go to the other report. At any time while you are building your report, you can go to the 7-step wizard by clicking Advanced Reporting. Everything you've selected is moved to the 7-step wizard. You can create a simple filter right from this page. For this report, I want to see the salary for employees in the marketing and sales departments only. I'll add the filters for those departments. Notice the IS operator for this field. For an employee to be included in this report, the employee's home department must be either the marketing or sales department. Depending on the type of field, other filtering options may be available. For example, for monetary fields, some of the available operators are shown here. If you need a more advanced filter, you can go to the 7-step wizard directly from here. I've completed building the report. So what do you think of using Simplified Reporting to build your report? It's pretty simple, isn't it? I'll save and run the report. This is the report output. Directly from the output, you can apply grouping. For example, Home Department Description. The output is now grouped into marketing and sales. You can also easily apply functions to your report output. For this example, I'll apply the average to annual salary. You can now see the overall annual salary average for the two departments and the annual salary average for each department. Finally, you can also sort your report. You sure can do a lot with simplified reporting, don't you think? Well, there's more. If you have analytics powered by the ADP Data Cloud, you also have the ability to analyze your company's data. You can create a chart from the data in this report. For this report, I want to analyze annual salary. I want to see the average by home department. First, in the Analyze field, I'll select Annual Salary. Next, in the As field, I'll select Average. Then, in the View By field, I'll select Home Department Description. You can add an additional grouping to further refine your chart. For example, you may want to see the average salaries within each department broken down by location or by gender. The options available are based on the fields selected for your report. For our report, an additional grouping is not needed. You can create a column chart, a line chart, or a pie chart. For this example, I'll look at the column chart by clicking Create. I've just created a metric. Right from this page, you can change the parameters of the chart. I'll close the chart. You return to the report results. The chart you've created is available to view again at any time. Like today, you can export your report. Depending on what you want to export, you can choose from different formats. You can export just the chart to a PowerPoint, JPEG, PNG, or PDF file. You can export just the data to an Excel spreadsheet, a PDF file, or a CSV file. You can export both the chart and data to an Excel spreadsheet or a PDF file. For my report, I'll export both the chart and data. The resulting Excel spreadsheet has 3 tabs. The Chart tab contains the chart. The Summary tab summarizes the report. And the Data tab contains all of the report output. You've just seen the new Simplified Reporting enhancement. I hope you enjoy using Simplified Reporting as much as I've enjoyed showing it to you.